educational is a word that when it's associated to a board game, we all cringe. I cringe, let's face it. Educational games tend to be boring because they're just questions and answers and they're boring, basically. So when I received this game, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know much about university games, to be honest with you. I only know I have two games. This one, 5-second rule, and the really nasty horse racing things called horse racing game, yes, which we will unbox at another time. So I've never played the game. I don't know what to expect, but I want to unbox it and take a look at it, and so you can see what's inside. So I'll see if educational games are getting any better from the production value point of view. So, without further ado, I have taken the plastic wrap off because it basically came without any. The only thing it came with was these two little things that I very promptly opened. If we open the box, the cardboard is what you would expect, nothing fantastic about it. The interior is the standard cardboard, it's not particularly solid, but it's very bright. The cover is actually really beautiful. I really like the graphic art. It's lovely in it, and there's no question as to what the name of the game is or anything. You know, it's not pretending to be anything else, which is very good. The first thing we find is the board. You'll know what the little sound is in a minute. Is the board, which, nice touch, is double-sided. You get that side, which basically has nothing in it, is just for decoration purposes. And when you turn it around, you get the board, where you actually play, and is obviously in a number 5 shape, and you get your discard switch and discarded pass-on cards. Quite frankly, it's not particularly inspiring, in the sense that there is no theme to it, there is nothing inspiring about it. But on the other hand, it's very clear, it is actually quite nice. There's nothing to grab your attention, there's nothing to distract you either. So I'm not going to knock it just yet. I'm just going to say that it is very, very plain, but very bright, and I like bright colours, so there you go. This I don't mind. These are the rules. 1 page of rules. I'm guessing this is going to be some sort of a snake and ladders game with questions and answers. What I know about the game is that you really have to reply to any question very, very fast. You have 5 seconds to name something. This may add something interesting to the game in the sense of the pressure that you really have to withhold and you have to cope with. But other than that, so far, I don't know the mechanics. The pawns, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns, plastic, hollow, very shiny. They don't have the matte finish that you see in most pawns that will make them last a little bit longer. These are really, really shiny, and I like that. I don't know why, but I'm actually quite happy handling these things, and they look shiny, like the whole game. The whole thing looks very shiny, which is very cool. Then we get the standard box that contains the standard questions, which if we open, you get asked things like, name 3 numbers that add up to 100. I have dyscalculia. That means that I have dyslexia with numbers, so that, not 5 seconds, it would probably take me 5 minutes to figure out. So, bad question. Name 3 places you would wear shorts. Okay, that's a slightly more interesting question. Name 3 excuses for not doing homework. Now that I can name in 5 seconds. Not a problem. So it's basically, the whole thing is you just have to name 3 things in 5 seconds. That actually might be more difficult than it sounds, especially when with questions that involve numbers and maths. So okay, that is beginning to look challenging. I'm getting to like the idea of these questions, especially for the amount of time that we have. Then you have more questions here. Another bag of questions. Now, this game is beginning to interest my cat. I don't know if that's a good thing. What do you think? He likes the smell of it, obviously. And he's probably going to like the plastic that it comes wrapped in. Let's find out. More questions. Name 3 things that have to be turned. Turn on, off, turn around. Name 3 Hugh Grant... Why would anybody want to name 3 Hugh Grant movies? What? Never mind. And then we get 2 very small decks. Pass on. Hello. Sorry about that. Thank you. And 3 switch, which is 5-second rule. And I don't know what these are for, but they're the same size as the questions. Just as bright. And the material is just as good or bad. There's nothing remarkable about the material of these cards. They're all relatively flimsy but sturdy enough. You know, I don't think this game is being designed to last a lifetime. But I don't think any of these games are meant to in any event. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with these cards. They're absolutely fine. So not a problem. So we have these 2 decks, switch and pass on. And now we get to the really fun bit, and this is fun, I kid you not. This is another way to have an egg timer. And basically what you do is you put it down and the balls, little balls, will come down in 5 seconds. The difference with this, which is also attracting my cat's attention, is that when you turn it around, it makes this funny noise to start the 5 seconds. Well done. This is actually very well worth it. This I like an awful lot. Good normal standard plastic quality, but it is the sheer fact that they have used something different, that they have given some thought when they could have used an egg timer or an hourglass or whatever you want to call it, but they use something different. And I like that. So far, am I feeling inspired to play this game? Yes. Yes, I am. The board doesn't do anything for me. The questions actually could be quite fun. And I can imagine those with children would be excellent. And otherwise, with a couple of drinks, will also be excellent. So I will be writing a review about this game, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. There is something exciting about the 5 seconds thing. So I'll let you know, but this is what you get so far.